against PENTA. Will they be able to put on a show here? They destroyed Navi yesterday, no doubt about that one. And here we go. So, pistol round, what are we expecting to see here? Are we going to see anything fancy coming out of these open teams?
Well, we do see Pronax dropping the Tech 9 for Olaf. That seems to be a bit of a trademark for them lately. They're using that gun really, really well on pistol rounds. See if it comes into play here.
Well, we saw him, of course, picking up that pentakill, the only pentakill in the tournament so far, I think it is, for Olaf Meister. And it was in that pistol round against Navi, where I think he got 12 kills in the first 3 rounds or something crazy like that. As it stands, they are going to set themselves up. And this is something that Pronax does very well with Fnatic. There is a lot of fakes and counter fakes that go on from Fnatic on Inferno, which one of the real testing sides on the T side. And obviously you guys, when you played against Navi yesterday, were trying this deep defensive strategy. Fell foul to course that Desert Eagle. I hate to rub salt into the wounds too many times throughout this, but it is going to be Fnatic. They are pushing through on towards the A side. Flusher manages to find one in Cubby. Dennis goes down. The rest of the team do push through on towards Quad. They are on the A side already. No one in pit. Troubly trying to get a couple of look shots through that smoke, but Olaf Meister with that Tech 9 holding the angle, covering off from Library. Everybody from Fnatic in perfect position.
They weren't expecting that. They were actually thinking of a fake PENTA. They still had 2 players in B as the bomb was being planted. They didn't think it was a sight. And there's the Tech 9.
There's going to be the 4th. There it is, the 4K in round 1. That's how the Tech 9 works against the pistols, and that is something you really got to be careful with. Olaf Meister, he's had incredible stats throughout this tournament already. He's only played 2 games, and he's already skyrocketing away from everyone else. And this now is going to be a problem. PENTA, they know they need to try and limit Fnatic's rounds on that T side as much as possible, but losing that pistol is going to hurt.
Yeah, they've gone for the force buy here to try and win the game back, but it seems like it's a risk. Fnatic have bought up mollies and everything to clear out.
Those P250s, as you mentioned, are going to be up against the ump of JW. He's going to toss out that nade. It will find its mark. Only just going to be 10% health off Dennis, though, who's just peeking around the side. Spitty also there. And it's going to be a slow setup approach. They've also got JW just off the side. I think it's JW on collecting the number. Dennis, though, is going to be forced back. 5-7 in hand. Can do damage. We've seen a lot of big 5-7 rounds from a number of players. Shocks certainly comes to mind recently. But this is going to be a delayed push. They're just going to try and wait for that angle. Oh, that grenade's not going to work. Flusher. Whoop. Nobody saw it. It's okay. Nobody's watching this game. So they need to settle themselves a little bit here. And it is a rotation. And Olaf Meister still with it. Tech 9. They're going to next will find one though. Crims jumps on truck. Will get the second. No. Pronax quickly in there with the support of JW. And now they're going to smoke off Library. The plant will come through from Fnatic. The rotation was quick and fast. Maybe that's all Flusher was doing. He was selling a fake with that grenade. It was all planned, I feel. But it's a 3-on-3. JW gets down one. Crystal pushing through. Can Dennis find the headshot? It's not going to work out. JW will get one from the pit. Dennis will get down to 1-on-2-on-1, and they will manage to close it out. They should just about have enough time on the defuse. Yeah, Dennis has got this one easily.
Wow, I can't believe how that round turned so quickly just from that foul nade from Flusher there, and then everything fell apart. They did a lot of damage to the CTs early and got their armor down, and they played the rotation, right? They went to the site with less players, but didn't manage to clear it out and win the round.
Yeah, just good timing on them rotations. We're going to get another look at this one.
That's embarrassing.
Just in case it wasn't embarrassing enough the first time around, they had to show it again.
Force buy from Fnatic, yeah.
Yeah, Tech 9s and the AKs. We'll see how it works out. Up against a couple of FAMASs. It's been a hot topic certainly at this event. And of course, JW with that AK. Going to take a little peek. But this is good defensive play from PENTA. Playing it deep, not making sure they don't get caught out by that Tech 9 rush around the corners.
Yeah, it's going to play a big role in this round, especially looking at the FAMASs on PENTA. If the Tech 9s can get up close and take on those FAMASs, they should be able to trade out pretty easily.
A lot of shots from Flusher, trying to sell a fake. Of course, smoked out. Down Banana, trying to give PENTA the response. Hopefully try and draw someone to rotate around. The bomb actually is on the move. Pronax going through tunnels. Could easily go any direction. Just waiting to see if anybody is going to show. One smoke's already down on Banana. That may well be the target for Fnatic. They know that there is only... Like, there's no more smokes left. Troubley does have himself a molly, and he's rotating. And this may be exactly what Fnatic are after.
Fnatic still had all their smokes left until now, and they're executing. They're throwing smokes on both sides and just hitting A.
Yep, so it's going to be CT Arch smoked off. Next is ready, though. Olafmeister popping out. He will get completely white flashed out. Crystal on towards site. He will get taken down. It's going to be Pronax and Crims. Double duo. Troubley, the second he shows himself through library, will get dropped. Flusher moves in. And the Tech-9s are just destroying. This is going to be a save for Penta, so second round on the board for Fnatic.
Yeah, they used the smokes there late round to close the territory and used the Tech-9s really effectively, and worked out really well for them. They haven't lost a player in this round.
They've also, of course, got that FAMAS away. I think they're going to want to maybe try and get these guns away, but this is a tricky one. They know that they're going to be collapsed on B. You can already see it's JW making his way up Banana, with Pronax coming in with that P90. The second that timer goes, they're checking every little angle, but they are tucked away on site. I think we're going to see them finding each other just towards the end there. Not actually going to get the gun. Actually, Spidey got down JW just off the screen there, who we are seeing, of course, has got the highest entry kills. Not that time around, though.
No. Got taken out there from Tribox. But the money here, again, is a force buy situation from the CTs. They've bought pistols. Troubley has Kevlar, and they're going to use the Colt and the FAMAS. And they got the two rifles towards B aggressive.
Well, Dennis is going to flash out, and this is going to actually be very aggressive stuff down Banana, but there is nobody from Fnatic. We can see, of course, through that X-ray, Dennis is trying to find some chance shots, but Fnatic not falling for that one. Nobody getting caught by any of those grenades. And of course, they're trying to make use of those two rifles they've got. So it was a tricky situation when you do have a team on a partial. You just got to figure out where exactly those rifles are covering.
They've got full Banana control right now, and that's good news. They're able to stack on the A-bomb site, but it looks like Fnatic are setting up for an A attack.
Well, it has worked out very well for them so far. It's been the smoke off on Troubley, just like it has for the last two rounds. And again, Crims peek himself around. This time around, he was counter-flashed. Crystal down in that pin. Olafmeister's about to make a jump, but Crystal manages to get the head straight on him with the P250. Gun doesn't drop to his feet, though. That's what he could have done with. JW instead will counter round. Dennis is ready, waiting, but it's not going to work out. JW finds the head, and now they are on site. Bomb, smoke down, bomb plant coming in. It will be heading off. It's going to be a grill plant. Crims just off the side there. Only two men remaining for Crystal and Spidey. Of course, they were in pit a moment ago. Spidey comes around the side. Crystal not moving. So it seems they do not want to risk that AK. It is just the FAMAS. Spidey wants to chance it. Any exit. He may actually find Pronax here.
Don't think he'd be saving that weapon.
They're not going to go for it. Instead, they're going to exit straight down Banana and play it safe. Speedy does come around the corner, but yeah, he's going to back away. So everybody is safe for now. And Fnatic will get themselves a pretty straightforward third round on the board. But, as you mentioned, they were setting up for the A strat. They actually did exactly the same smokes, the flashes, that they'd done previously, moving on to the A side, but completely faked it and went straight up B.
Yeah, that was perfect. They put all the resources towards A, faked the CTs out, and they were able to just take B and get the entry and plant the bomb.
Olafmeister, you can see that 1.70 rating, highest of the day, but at number 3 was Crystal. So there is hope here for Penta. We'll see whether he can step up like he did yesterday, pulling Penta through. A lot of people obviously questioning Penta back at DreamHack, of course, saying that they were one of the lucky teams to scrape through as one of the legends, but they've done it here again. They are certainly one of the top 8 teams of the world once again. It seems to be proving themselves over and over again. But they are up against Fnatic, who are once again on the attack, and a somewhat unorthodox style this time. A lot more smokes being used out by both teams.
Yeah, Fnatic's normal play style is just kind of walk up mid and force their way into the site without using too many smokes and flashes, and they're doing more of a conventional smoke flash kind of play.
Flusher with that Gileo trying to create opportunities up Banana, not working out for him. Still 5 members with smokes in hands for Fnatic, so they're waiting on this one. JW tried to take an approach on towards CT Arch, but next manages to take him down at quad. Olaf Meister also peeking around. Troubly just down in pit there. Flashes out, and it may well be a fake. You can see Troubly backs away, and immediately the bomb makes its way in towards the B side. But Dennis this time is ready for it. He'll get one. He'll get two. That's Pronax dropping the bomb. They can see it coming. Crimson's going to get caught in the crossfire, but he will manage to get one down. The grenade will find the target. And now Olaf Meister left in a 1v3. Comes around. He's not going to... Is he going to be able to get towards that bomb? Look at this. Penta already setting up all the angles covered off here. Does have a smoke in hand if he wants to try and cover off that CT side, which is exactly what he's done, which is effectively forced it into 1v1. But Troubly gets the headshot anyway. And Penta will get themselves a second round on the board. And there you go, the stats for Crystal. Highest kills per round, 0.99. Really has been stepping up for his team, and that's what they need right now, Penta. They need someone to go big for them. They've got themselves a full buy of rifles, all the nades they need. A lot of mollies actually in there as well, or incendiaries, whichever you'd prefer. So we're going to see them delaying Fnatic, I feel, here.
We got the AWP up on JW now. It's going to be interesting to see if they change their playstyle around that AWP.
Gonna take a peek now. Troubly with that smoke will be enough to catch down Olaf Meister. One hit point remaining. Gonna be careful with that jump actually to make sure he doesn't drop too heavy. Flusher rattling the shots off Banana, but he's gonna get caught out by Dennis through the smoke. Just following that tracer fire. Chance shots, that's how it works out for him. JW, oh, that crosshair was about to find Crystal, but he stepped away just at the wrong time. Now he's gonna get smoked off. Is he gonna risk a push through that smoke? Gonna delay it, surely. We are gonna see Crims. He's trying to take the peaks, and now Penta started to set up a really good defense. The A push that's worked out so well for Fnatic this time has been halted in its tracks. There's Pronax tossing out that molly straight in towards the pit. Will he be able to jump on down? No, Troubly will get a second. And it is all on JW in a 1v5 now. I think this may be time to save the AWP and back away, but I don't think he's interested in that one because he's going to get next. Now he's going to back away. Down second mid. Rotate. He's going to go for this one, you know. He's got 20 seconds on the board, so he's going to have to make tracks if he wants to make it. I think it's just about making as much damage as possible. They're not going to try and chase him. It's going to be another safe round for Penta. So, 2 rounds running on the CT side. They need to start collecting a couple more, but this is not a bad start for Penta overall.
No, it's a pretty good start. Ordinarily, you would want to try and chase that player down, but they're just trying to build up a bit of bank here, and it's probably the right move. JW could have taken it. There you go. There's another one. Want to try and avoid that when you're trying to build up your bank on CT. They're going to need all of their smokes and mollies to delay Fnatic for as long as possible. Fnatic going for another buy. They don't want to give an inch here.
Okay, let's see how it works out for them. It is a partial. Double Tech 9s in there. I mean, can we call the Tech 9s partial these days?
This is a gun round in my books.
Controversial, some would say, but at the moment it seems to be working that way. JW scoping up once again up mid, seeing if he can get a glimpse of anyone. Speedy does take a peek. Remember, Dennis managed to find someone through the smoke last time around. This time, 3 members pushed up, by the way, on B site there. 3 M4s, but expecting maybe the Tech 9 rush straight up Banana.
They need to get this banana control back off Penta if they want to be able to do some more fakes and executes. And that seems like what they're trying to do here.
Well, those deep smokes are certainly causing problems, but they only last so long. Fnatic are looking to creep their way up here. But that second smoke is going to follow through. They're deep in this one. It is only Spitty there. One man, he's going to get flashed out. He has to quickly make tracks, but he's going to get caught out in the rush of Fnatic as they make their way up there. Troubly desperately tries to get that smoke around the corner, tries to rattle a couple of shots off, doesn't quite get Pronax down. And now Fnatic all in towards the B site. Troubly set out with that molly. JW will get the grill plant down. As the rest of the team, that grenade's going to find its target. It will be straight at the feet of Dennis. Olaf Meister's going to keep them busy down Banana. And this is a 5-man defensive hold. Make that a 4 as Pronax is picked off by Next. Olaf Meister's going to be up close and personal. JW does manage to get one down, but Crystal pushes up, gets himself a second. Crims just around Dark, try and push around towards New Box. Troubly gets him down. Headshot on there. It's a 2v1. JW, last man standing. Bomb is ticking, so they have to make tracks. JW, though. Troubly, he's trying to stick it. JW will come around. Just about holds the round. And Fnatic get themselves a 4th on the board.
There would have been a millimeter left on that defuse. That was close.
You can see in the replay, I'd love to see how long was left on that timer. It must have been so close, as you said. But when JW's going to open his hands, he's a slippery character to keep busy. But now, actually, he switched it up. Look at the play. He's gone back to an AK.
Yeah, he died with the bomb then, and their economy's not very strong. So, but it's an eco round here from PENTA.
They're trying to go for a pistol rush straight down there, but instead they're rushing straight into rifles. They do get one gun out of their hand, but Pronax will quickly pick that one up. Crystal, the only man standing. And there should be another round on the board for Fnatic, barring any incredible feats of magic from Crystal. We've seen some pretty crazy USP plays, but they have all get head armor, so I don't expect too much as they wait for him to pop around the corner. JW sprays down, and Crystal will fall. So 5-3 for Fnatic. They continue their set plays on the T side, and it's working out well for them, working exactly as planned. JW at the top of the scoreboard right now with 12 kills, miles ahead of the rest of his team, actually. Which is, considering Olaf Meister got the 4K in the first round,
done a lot, has he?
hasn't actually got a frag since.
No, but just interesting to note, both teams really don't want to give an inch when it comes to rounds. They're force buying or they're purchasing when they don't really have full money, and you've seen that every single round so far. PENTA didn't have enough to buy fully then, and they're gunned up, and they don't have all the resources they're going to need against a full Fnatic attack, which we're about to see.
Look at this aggressive play in the apartments, but sadly, we may actually catch one out, but that is it. And that actually may be enough to sell the dummy. It's Olaf Meister. Oh my God, they're just going to stroll on past, spins around, gets one, gets two. All too easy. We just talked about him not getting there anymore after that 4K. Next will gun him down, but the damage is already done, and that's going to be PENTA backing away. Next got a second though. He's going to try and rush around, but you can see Fnatic, they're already on the A site. They're already setting that defensive perimeter up. The bomb plant going down into pit side. And now it's on PENTA. There's a lot of work to do and getting in towards this side. JW covering this one off, Speedy. Trying to peek around Library, but the angles are covered. 3 members in the pit. Yeah, they're going to be saving. Keeping hold of those M4s. So this will be 6-3 now to Fnatic. A good round, and what looked like a banana setup actually quickly turned by Olaf's cheeky little play and actually countering PENTA's own aggression.
Yeah, no, that was a good risk by PENTA. I thought it was a good way to probably catch him off guard, but just not being able to flush Olaf out just was a nightmare for them, and now they're in a real weak financial situation, but they did save that orb, so I think we'll see them force buying again across the board.
We're going to check out of that one once again. So many times in major tournaments we've seen these little sneaky situations play out. I'm pretty sure everybody saw Pasha doing it the other day online as well.
It's a corner you'd always check, and then the most important match of your life, you don't.
It's one of those things. 6-3 now to Fnatic into the 10th round. As Crystal this time with York will check down on the banana site. Oh, I think it was Flusher just down on banana boosting up there, but actually this is a much quicker play from Fnatic. That grenade will find its target. You can see 40 health on Crystal already, but quickly the rotate is already happening, and this really keeps teams guessing.
Another risk here by PENTA. They stuck 3B. They're really gambling. Oh, they're rotating away now, just as I say that.
Well, next trying out the boost on quad there will actually get himself an angle. He's got Troubly below, risk. Next is just above him, remember, as well, so double stacking on that quad, but more importantly getting that angle to see over the smokes. That molly again trying to sell a fake. So many rotations from Fnatic, it just keeps you spinning. Where they're going with this one. Olaf Meister lingering, just trying to get the angle on anything. Troubly holding out the pit, and actually if he pushes forward, Olaf Meister will find him, and again, look at Crims. Quick on the rotate, the smokes all thrown out from Flusher over on the B side, completely selling this one down the river, keeping 2 members of PENTA completely penned in there, but JW's already made tracks. That is actually Flusher down on B site, but they need to rotate. It is just Troubly all on his own. He's down in pit. Crims will get the kill down. That's going to be a bomb plant once again for Fnatic. And let's see if PENTA fancy this one. They've got a 3-on-2 situation, an advantage almost, but that grenade is going to go almost point on point over towards that quad. Dennis is the man that's pushing in there. Olaf Meister sees the one. Another grenade thrown out. That will land. Crystal gets the opening frag. It's down to Crims. He's going to get dropped. PENTA will get the defuse. And a much needed round this time. They are really having to play at the top of the game because Pronax from Fnatic is completely keeping them guessing where that bomb is going.
There was so many rotations just then, it was ridiculous. Like, I can't believe how many times that guy had to run back and forth between B and A.
Speedy there with the second most assists yesterday. And that's what you need. Keep your players, everybody involved, getting the frags across the board. And it's actually a fairly even spread for him. And ironically, he does have the most assists on his team today. But Crystal with that AWP's gonna get taken down. JW with the opening frag, that's what they needed. We may see a little bit of pace quickening here. Next actually pushing deep down mid. Does manage to find Cribs, but Pronax quickly replies. That's a trade that I'm not sure PENTA were willing to give up. They are now in a 3-on-4 situation. Fnatic, they don't choose to push on that one. The smoke stops them dead in their tracks. And now PENTA have this situation that's either a one-man defense or do they stack out one of the sites? What would you do in this situation? Would you try and just cover all your angles or just try and maybe hope you can cover the right one?
Every single decision PENTA's made so far on this CG side has been a gamble to try and catch Pronax off guard, and every time they've either been ready for it or Fnatic's benefited from the gamble.
Oh.
And that was a push to get information, and it was a gamble that didn't pay off. Fnatic are ready for the aggression.
Yeah, Pronax just holding, looking, expecting something in the apartments, and it worked out for him. But every single round, flusha seems to be just the man over in the B side, just causing some chaos. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but either way, it keeps them pinned there. Now, Speedy, will that kill? I think he's going to realize, okay, that's one down, there's no more to follow. Now, Dennis, can you keep us in this one? He gets Olafmeister down. Pronax tossing out all that nade, takes him down to 8 health. The molly will follow through. He knows he's going to drop down into pit, but instead he's just gone straight towards the site. JW is there in support, hops around and jumps into the flames, actually. Speedy, well, JW is low, but Pronax is there to cover the angle from Library, and now it is 6-4 for Fnatic. PENTA really are having to run some merry games from Fnatic here. And from that opening frag, the very start, JW managed to get their AWP frag. They still just kept them guessing.
It looks like JW here, obviously making all those entries with the AWP and stuff. He's pulling them through these rounds. Nobody else from Fnatic is really contributing heavily like he is. 15, 1 assist and 4 deaths, so good job, JW.
Let's see where he goes this time around. It is once again going to be the 3-stack from PENTA. They keep trying this one out, but this time JW is the man to take a peek. We can see there was just one man hiding around the corner on Porch, but he's not going to push up there, and it's giving flusha the chance with the support of JW to make his way in there. He now knows someone is pinned in behind the sandbags. Flash will come out, though, to try and buy him time to get away from there. Wasn't able to back away. Of course, this is just a pistol round from PENTA. This is why they want to try and be so aggressive. JW risking it and loses out on the rifle. flusha does manage to get down, but Spinny gets himself a second, and suddenly that's an AWP and an AK lost on Banana.
This part of the round here, even though it is a save by PENTA, is where Fnatic have the upper hand. Like, Pronax is calling all of the right moves.
Crystal can get forward. He's just caught out in the smoke right now. He'll realize that Fnatic have completely left there. That's going to give all the information they need. Olafmeister with that on will find himself the headshot on Troubley. It is just Next in pit with Crystal rotating with that up. I think he may just try and save it out here. Next going to try and get what he can. That tap on towards Pronax is almost enough, and now they've got 2 members low. Maybe he's going to fancy this one. Olafmeister will get himself the grill. Crystal comes around quad. Oh, just 1 health. All that's left. No armor. Run for your life, son. Try and keep hold of this gun. Look at that, and it's a shame because it's just 13 health. Crystal's going to come around. Pronax will find him, trying to hold one angle, but when there's 2 to cover, Pronax will get it down. And now 8-4. It's starting to look like a very good half for Fnatic.
Yeah, once again, you're seeing PENTA buy with low money. They need the rounds, obviously, but at this point in the game, this is what they should have been doing. Earlier on, I would have probably taken a proper eco and got your economy up to a reasonable standard so you can take on Fnatic. They've been chasing their tail the whole game financially, and it's obviously not working for them.
It's one of those things as CT, if you just keep getting pushed, it just starts to clock up, and you can see I don't think anyone's been able to afford a kit this time around. So if there is a bomb plant situation, Dennis up close and personally in the apartments will get down Olafmeister. Pronax quickly pushes back on him. Next does get that revenge frag. So it is a 4-on-3 advantage for PENTA as Crims pushes through once again. On towards that quad, just gets the sniff of Crystal, and then on towards next, and just like that, the advantage is with Fnatic. Troubly and Speedy, the last two, are they going to go and force for this rotate? Troubly sees them, he knows they're there. He's got to get the support though. It's going to be slow coming from Speedy. He's expecting Flusher, I think, to push up on B like he has done every round, but it's Flusher this time that gets the bomb plant in. And JW in that pit. This is almost a perfect defensive setup for Fnatic. Wow. They're going to spin around. Oh, that grenade may well do the damage in Moto. JW will get the kill there. And now it is just Speedy left. He's got to go for the save. He really wishes he could force this one because it's going to take them to a 9-4 situation, which is far from ideal. Maybe he can pick up a couple of exit kills. He will get Crims down. And that's pretty much all he could hope for as he backs away. So 9-4 Fnatic. And a fast one this time around from Fnatic. They weren't quite on the same page. And you got to feel when you're in that 4-on-3 advantage, you shouldn't lose 2 men to 1 man coming out of boiler.
No, the trades, they did really well early. And then Crims does what Crims does best and got a couple cheeky frags. Here we go. Everyone in Fnatic now is starting to lift. JW's the AWP's not having as much impact now, and everybody else is starting to make the frags they need. But this is a very low-scoring game in terms of kills. PENTA have been saving a lot. They haven't given away too many silly deaths, so the scoreboard's not as decorated as what it would normally be at this point.
There's not been too many great big triple kills or too many 4Ks, but this time we are seeing a bit more aggression from PENTA again. With those pistols, they have to try and get as close and personal as possible, but Fnatic are going to realize their money situation is very much in their favor for this round. JW, though, has got close and caught out before. This time around, he's going to get the backside of Speedy. Dennis, through that smoke, not going to get caught out by a couple of blind shots, but he is hoping he can get something. That was the only rifle, by the way, that PENTA had in that round. So now the aggression, look at this, the double stack actually, waiting for Crystal to just hop up around that corner. It's
great for Fnatic to be so patient in this situation. They know that they're boxed in. They're just waiting for the CTs to make the first move. And let Olaf lurk around.
No need to risk it when you're up against pistols. There, oh, Crystal does find Olaf Meister, but that's going to be the B action. B side completely opened up here. Crystal's going to try and push around the back of them. Flush it with that smoke. Oh, Crystal. It's one of those situations, if only you just keep spraying, you would have got the kill on Flusher. But it's not to be. They're going to save that rifle and back away. Trouble is just going to see if he can get one of his own. That grenade not going to quite find Flusher. And that will be Trouble also backing away with his 5-7. So 10-4 is the score for Fnatic. What have PENTA got to do here? They're going to start facing a potential 11-4, maybe a 10-5 coming into the T side.
In their credit, they have kept Fnatic's money low and they've made them work really, really hard for these rounds. Like, there haven't been any blowout rounds. It's been good trades and almost a couple of retakes there from PENTA. I don't know what they can do. Maybe just early round, try and stay alive. Give themselves a chance to close out the round late round, because they have been trading early, but then the decision-making late round has been the issue. Pronax knows where to go and he knows how to make them rotate. So I think maybe try and value their lives a little bit more.
That AK being lost, they tried to hold on to it, but Fnatic chasing down is the difference, I think, between Dennis going full glass cannon or maybe having some armor from an AK drop, and instead it will have to be glass cannon. We'll see if it works out for him. JW, eyes up. Crystal, will he peek around the corner? He has done a couple of times. JW flashed out. There is going to be the peek. They do manage to get a good bit of damage down on JW, but not enough. And now they make their way through some deep smokes. CT smokes already coming out from Fnatic. They're not choosing for the fast play. They're going to try and slow things down.
Got Flusher with a P90, and he still has enough money to buy an AK. So that's interesting. Maybe it's not working for him. He only has 5 kills, so he thinks mix it up. Bit unconventional.
Maybe try and run through that smoke and see what it can happen. Pronax backing into this one. Speedy is there, holding the angle. It's exactly what they needed. The opening frag. Dennis gets another one. And now it's down to a 4-on-3. As JW moves into sight. Now Molly will find its target. Olaf Meister and Flusher do manage to open things up. Crystal going to go for the rotate in construction. He needs the rest of his team to back up. They're coming in good time. Next will find one. And it's just Flusher with that P90 and JW with the AWP just off the side here. trying to hold out the grill. He's going to try and spray through the smoke. Will he be able to find it? No, but JW takes him down instead. Switches off to the Tech-9. Troubly just the last man standing. The clock is ticking. JW's going to back away. I think he's bought enough time. He's going to have to stick this one out if he's going to go for it. JW comes around the side. Troubly, has he got the time? He has got the defuse kit. He should get it down. And that will be very tight.
Oh,
no,
he doesn't have it.
It's going to be Fnatic to take the round. JW delayed just enough. The kill on Flusher was all he needed, clearly.
Comedy of errors there. There's 2 TKs.
So 11-4 for Fnatic as they approach the CT side. This pistol round is going to be huge for
They
PENTA.
look pretty happy, huh?
Well, I mean, yeah, no doubt about it.
Big smiles.
So what are you got to do? You're approaching this situation. You were in a little bit more dire situation. Obviously, you've got to try and keep your spirits as high as possible moving into this one. But realistically, you're approaching the pistol round. What would your focus be on this one? Because, you know, eliminating maybe the slight randomness that you can have with pistols, where are you going? What is your aim against a team like Fnatic that you would have studied coming into this one?
Well, I think PENTA will know that Fnatic have so many rounds, they don't have anything to lose. They're probably going to be quite aggressive on this pistol round. So for them, they need to hold back, maybe wait and see what Fnatic do and make a counter move for the T pistol for them. But it's said every time, you know, you need the pistol, then you string together the next 2, hopefully get the first gun round, and then they could be right back in it. Obviously, they've prepared for Fnatic's CT side here. They know how they play, but knowing how a team plays and being able to beat it are 2 completely different things. So we'll see what they've prepared for Fnatic. If they bring their normal game, PENTA usually like to hit B a lot, and they use a lot of Molotovs and smokes. And if that's going to be the general play, I think they're going to run straight into Crims, who's going to show them that's not where they can go.
Yeah, of course, you generally will have that Olafmeister Crims combo sitting in the B site. It's one of the combos that obviously pulled across from LGB, who they were playing for last year here at Katowice, and they got such a successful performance. And of course, since then, they've gone from strength to strength, joining Fnatic, and now the #1 team in the world is looking to retain that title as 11-4 up on the T side on effectively their best map, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, I think you could say it's their best map.
Yeah, I think it's universally agreed throughout the world on that one. I'm sure somebody's probably got a stat somewhere to back up maybe a shout for Envy, but I'm pretty sure Fnatic have this title in the bag. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pistol round underway. It is all on PENTA here. They have to make a dent in that Fnatic scoreline. 11-4 was a great T-side. Pronex flicking across, trying to get some information from that mid. Won't see too many passes by, but he's going to push on through the smoke, actually. Dennis is in there. He just comes around. We can see the X-ray. Takes a couple of chance shots around the mid. It's not going to work out for him. Instead, they've already passed on by, and they're onto the A side. Crystal going to get the bomb plant in, but the rest of Fnatic, they're rotating already. They're going to see the bomb plants. JW gets the headshot down on Crystal. That's going to stop the plant in his process. Dennis will manage to get himself one and towards apartment's trouble. He pops around the side and gets Pronax down. Olafmeister pushes on. There's 2 in pit, 1 in apartments, but the bomb plant now down. Olafmeister needs the support. You can see he's coming around. He's getting tagged up. He's trying to just clench on towards that pillar as strong as he can. He will get himself one down. Troubly has dropped. Speedy with that Tech-9, the investment that they required, will get themselves a second. And now Crims on a 2-on-1. He's on site. Do they know? They're smoked off. That's going to give them the information they need. They're just going to rush straight on towards the site. It's not going to be enough to fake it. And Nex will get himself the kill. The Tech-9 doing wonders. They didn't go for armor. This is a strategy that obviously we've seen Fnatic running, stacking out that armor. I didn't actually see. I'm pretty sure somebody did. It wasn't him that bought the Tech-9 originally. Didn't quite catch that at the start of the round, but that's the round they needed. PENTA will get their 5th one on the board. Now they need to get a bit of roll in. They are up against,
this is the danger
a
round.
Mag 7 from JW. Where's he going? It's going to be apartments, I think.
Olaf's still using the CZ as opposed to the 5-7. Interesting. Just a standard here. Looks like they're clearing out Banana. This is similar to what Fnatic do on their Antico.
Dennis push on 3, trying to see if he can get a little bit of look through that smoke. Driven's not going to get sprayed down. Just stepping away from the side. Second smoke's going to follow straight through. But Dennis is going to see and hear that smoke's bouncing through to him. He knows somebody is up close. Pronex has been tagged a little, trying to get as much information as he can down mid. We'll just get a glimpse. I think it was Crystal that was pushing straight up on him. And with that quad smoke going down, that's given Penta the freedom to push up in CT Arch. And Pronax is all alone here with this stack, this three-man stack. Pronax comes around the side, gets all the information he needs, sees the entire team there, but they are already rotating in his direction. He's just simply on hold-up duty now. 5-7, up close and personal. Will manage to find Dennis. Doesn't quite get the second on towards Crystal. Next will be, again, the revenge frag, but Spiddy's in perfect position for this one. Down that mid, will get Crims. There was a second coming around Apartments. Flusher's holding, waiting for his teammate to get in position. He's going to peek around the side. Crystal on site, one in pit. That's going to be next. AK, Galil, and AK.
Fnatic are just trying to take as many guns off them as possible, it looks like. They're just sitting back waiting for the exits. They should catch you off guard.
Yeah, if they pass through Boiler, they certainly will get caught off guard, because that Mag 7 is there. It's going to go straight to the face of Crystal, but he does manage to get the AK down. Flusher will get himself an exit kill and a rifle. That'll do. Thank you very much. Backs away. So, it is 6-11 now with Penta Esports trailing. Get themselves another one on the board.
Fnatic gonna eco? Looks like it, yep. Okay. Should see another round here for Penta pretty easily.
So, okay, if you just got that rifle, would you stick to Flusher playing CT Arch like he normally does, or would you try him somewhere else? Would you try and stack it out maybe, or just leave him on his own, say maybe on a site?
They're probably going to... Oh, here we go. It's aggressive. I'd try and use him all over the map, get him to move around, let them know where it is, and then have him in the other site to surprise them.
Well, JW's been mollied out, but it hasn't quite caught close enough to him, so they may not realize he's there. No, next is checking the angle. He's going to pop around. That's going to be an easy entry frag for Penta. There's the flash coming out from Flusher. He is holding with that AK-47, the one rifle they have in hand. He has to make this count. It wasn't working too well for him on the T side, but he's held the angle perfectly. Pops out around the side, gets himself a double. Crystal will reply, but the damage may well be done here. Pronax trying to keep them busy. Crystal gets himself a second of the round. Olafmeister with the Deagle will be the last man in a 1-on-3 situation. Bomb still not down, by the way. It's actually rotating over towards A side, so Crystal's just keeping Olafmeister busy. It's possible he could get the kill and a rifle out of the hands of Crystal, though. He's only on 20% health. Should be able to land the shot. Does make himself the AK. Will get the kill down. Now the bomb plant over on the A side will be enough. And I think they will be happy with that one. From a effectively straight pistol with just one single AK to do so much damage to Penta is always a success for Fnatic.
There's almost a 5-on-5 there at the B-bomb site. They made the right call on the stack, Fnatic, and it looks like already Pronax knows that Penta like to favour B hits, so we're going to see if that'll come into effect on the gun round, if they're going to stack it or if they're going to do anything special at B to lock them out of it, because I think that is Penta's go-to move for Inferno T-side.
So 11-7, Fnatic closing that gap. Here's Flusher holding. And actually, it's funny, nobody actually checked that angle, despite the fact he'd done a pop flash from there. He just didn't see it, obviously. So Crystal with the AWP now. It's a full buy from Fnatic. Let's see what they can do here. No AWP, of course. Haven't been too successful in the defensive rounds, but Penta successfully converting that pistol into 3 rounds. It's exactly what they needed to do to try and get themselves back in this game.
Already favouring Banana here, Penta. 3 guys on that side of the map.
It's a tricky challenge when you know that Olafmeister and Crims are in there. Olafmeister by far at the top of the board with frags for his team, 23, when the closest person is only on 10, which is Pronax. Definitely doing wonders in this tournament. Just got a glimpse actually with the X-ray there. JW, you can see he's on boost there, and he's going to see just above that smoke. Whiffed a little bit too many shots there, and in fact pushing through the smoke, and that's going to be next, pushing straight on towards him. They've opened up the A site. Olafmeister is rotating with Crims with him. Smoke will keep them away from the CT Arch side. They're going to rotate back around, head towards quad, but that's mollied off. You can see Troubly holding that angle, will re-smoke the side. And now they know exactly where they're going to come from. And that's going to be another round for Penta. Fnatic will back away, save this one, head down towards that T-spawn, keep the rifle safe. So 11-8 as Penta go 4 rounds so far, back to back on the T side. This was not in the Fnatic matchbook when they went 11-3 up.
I think they thought they would probably have a lot easier CT side. Somebody else from Fnatic needs to step it up. JW did a lot of work on that T side, and nobody seems to be contributing heavily on the CT side just yet, so I'm going to put it on Crims and Olaf at B to shut him out of this game.
Looking across a couple of drops. And Nick's going to be getting those AKs. We do see the AWP for the first time from JW on the CT side. Let's see if he can make some work of it down this mid-line. Will get himself the opener straight away, and Troubly. That's the booming start they needed. And look at this, deep play from Olafmeister and Crims.
Classic JW there, isn't it? Just aggressively being able to turn the round on its head in the first 30 seconds. Just going for a quick pick, and now the T's are on the back foot. But he is left alone here in Big Pit to defend against 3 players.
Been smoked off. Just managed to land that nade at the feet of his opponents, but didn't do too much damage. Flusher trying to get the peak. He's going to actually go with that CZ to try and peek around. Not going to work out. Getting smoked off every opportunity. This may actually be a CT arch and rotate to be here, or are they just going to go straight towards that A site? It's worked out well for them so far. Olafmeister holding a great angle on the arch. He's not going to work out though. Dennis pops around. They will get the one down. Flusher with the CZ will take revenge on Dennis. But now in a 3-on-4 situation, Penta have themselves a bit of a decision to make. Do they go for B site? Do they stick at the A site? It looks like a rotate possibly may come out, but Flusher is holding the angle, gets a good damage on Crystal. Crystal's got to land this second shot. Flusher's going to peek around. He's going to get picked off. That's going to be a second for Flusher. Now they know that they're going towards the B site. He just needs to hide, tucked in there. Crims coming back around, has been smoked off. The grill plant has to go down. It's got to hold it. Next will get it in there, but JW has taken things to the next level. It's now going to be a 1-on-4. That will be Fnatic's round, and Crims with the easy defuse there. So Penta, they seemed a little caught in decision there. I think they wanted to go for that B rotation, but they just got stopped at every track. You can see Olafmeister held that speedway angle, and Flusher in library was just causing too many problems.
Yeah, they made probably the right decision there, considering JW was going to be able to take shots onto mid-wall from pit. And mid to B, they did trade, but it was just... I think they should have gone for maybe a safer plant when they had taken the side. They knew that somebody had to still be around the B bomb site because Crims was still alive.
Well, we are seeing the double AWP now from Fnatic, Olafmeister and JW. So whichever way you look, you're going to be facing one of those cannons that over the last few months have been incredibly accurate. And just like that, Dennis gets himself knocked off. Tech 9 for Crystal. But look at Crims, look how aggressive he's going down B. No smoke's being thrown out. Instead, he's just going to push straight on down, and he's going to get right around the back of Speedy, but he's actually holding position in the smoke. Is he going to be enough? Crims will gun him down, and now Fnatic just close straight on towards him. And a simple round in the end for Fnatic as they try and push out that apartments. It seems that Penta may well have met their match suddenly. After a great start to the T side, 4 rounds back-to-back, Fnatic seem to have hit their stride once again. And let's see if they close this one out, because Penta are going to be hurting coming into this round.
Should be an eco here from them, I think. Yeah, it is. And you've seen Fnatic go back to 1-AWP. They didn't pick up the... Well, they could have dropped the other one. I don't think Olaf died that last round.
Yeah, it was a straight-out kill that round, so I don't think he dropped it out there. Instead, Crims... He's going to get rushed out. Are they going to try and push through this smoke? Will they hold steady? You are running into a Crimson Olafmeister at the end of the day. Probably not the 2 rifles you want to try and rush through smoke on. Maybe try and catch them by surprise. Olafmeister actually may manage to find one. Troubly just catching a break. I say that. Crims manages to catch him out there. And this smoke play is working out well for Fnatic. Those rifle shots coming down. While that was all happening, JW's picked himself up too. One with the AWP, one with the grenade down that midline. And of course, Speedy always going to try. But when there's a Tech 9 radio waiting, it's not going to work out. Next, he's going to get caught. Flush comes from behind. And that was a simple round for Fnatic. 14-8. And let's see what they do. This is a do or die round for Penta, I feel here.
Yeah, I'd like to see Penta do a risk like they're doing on the CT side. They did aggressive pushes on CT side to try and catch Fnatic off guard. It'd be great to see them try and do that on the T side, but they've grabbed an AWP on Crystal, so it's probably going to be another standard slow round here. If he can't win this AWP duel with JW, or if he can't find JW early on, then it's probably just going to be another easy round for Fnatic.
Well, let's keep our eye on that duel. JW has been winning out, has been finding those shots. Troubly, though, deep smoke comes out from Fnatic, and immediately they catch Troubly off guard. Crystal was the man that was caught back in, but he does take JW down in that mid-battle. We didn't quite catch it on our screens. Flusher, though, flashes out CT Arch. They know that they're pushing them on towards that A side, so the rotation is already coming. We can see it's olofmeister that's about to peek around that corner. Crystal holding the angle. Well, Flusher, who was in library, is going to get caught out. Oh, olofmeister, I've got a feeling he may have been able to get that one. Dennis survives by the skin of his teeth on 1 health. Tries to chase out Flusher, who has managed to rotate on towards site. Speedy pushing through. Unheard, I feel. Flusher keeping himself the angle at the back of the site. Next will get him down. This is a big round for PENTA, but Pronax is turning things around. Gets himself the triple, and suddenly it's a one-on-one Next versus Crims. Crims working his way through. Bomb plan didn't go down, remember, so the time is still ticking for Next. Has to try and get things down. Crims gets it. That was the round PENTA needed, but that was the round Fnatic picked up. And now map point on the board as that AWP was rescued. Wow, what a turnaround. Pronax with that triple really did pick things back up. PENTA, they've got to be looking at that when you're in a 4-on-2 situation. You've got to be winning out those rounds.
Pronax was in an unconventional position there. He was pushing mid to try and grab some info so that the T's couldn't get all the rotates on him, and he got lucky with his position there. It kind of worked out perfectly for him. Looks like a throwaway round here from PENTA. They are trying, looks like something fast towards Banana, but hey.
Well, it's a do or die move, a throwaway round or not. They lose this one. They're going on towards the second map. Crims does manage to open up things onto Crystal. Pronax is expecting something. Look how aggressive JW is, already pushing out of pumps with that AWP. It may well backfire this time around. Does have to pop the flash out and will make his escape in towards the T apartments. Next tries to run him down. Flusher was picked off by Dennis. Now, Pronax speaking out. So they've already made tracks in towards Boiler. This time around, will they go around on towards the A site? Yes, they will. Next gets JW. He was, of course, on next to no health. olofmeister's pushing around. The bomb plant is going to come in from Troubly, but they have been surrounded already by Fnatic. Troubly trying to hold off the library push. He's going to pop around. We'll get Crims. We're down to a 2-on-2. Pronax on quad. olofmeister in support. Will get themselves the first kill on Dennis, and now Troubly, with it all to do, picks himself up a Fnatic rifle to keep his team in the game.
What can you do?
The substitute does get olofmeister through there, but olofmeister with the molly will burn him down. And a 16-8 score is the first map. It was Fnatic's map of choice, and by far probably their best map. So an expected result after all, but PENTA, they've got to be looking at this one and thinking, what can we adjust? JW went huge in that game, 28 frags overall. And he wasn't even the man that picked up the pistol frags. He wasn't in the eco frags. He just played well.
He'd be disappointed he didn't make the 30.
Yeah, probably.
It looked business as usual, though, for Fnatic towards the end of that half. They were being really aggressive, and they just wanted to finish the match. It just looked like, okay, let's just get this out of the way and move on to the next one.